call to order the town meeting. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Farson?
Here.
Trustee Fisher?
Here.
Trustee McDowell?
Here.
Trustee Stackhouse?
Present.
Chairman Neal?
Me here. Mr. Bremner, would you kindly lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please join me in pledging allegiance to our flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Are there any agenda changes to come before the board this evening?
I would just like to make one change. Item 8 should read authorized bills for payment for March.
Good catch. Any other changes? And then is there a motion to accept the agenda as presented with the changes?
So moved.
Second.
Motion, discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Farson?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Stackhouse?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Thank you, Chris. Okay, now, I will open up the public hearing for the budget and appropriation ordinance. Are there any residents that would like to present or have any questions or comments about the budget? No? No? Anyone else? Okay. Hearing none, I officially close the public hearing. And we move on to citizens' comments. Are there any citizens' comments this evening? Laura, do you want to make the citizens' comment about the incredibly huge event that's coming up?
This Saturday at 6:30, our church is having a concert starring Claire Sardina. She was the lady that was in the movie Song Sung Blue. Her wife was played by Kate Hudson. And even though she's now widowed, she's still performing. The tickets are $20. It's a fundraiser for the church.
Very cool, thank you.
Which church?
Memorial United Methodist.
Yeah, if any of you guys didn't see the movie, there's still time this week to watch the movie and then get tickets for the concert, because it was a phenomenal movie. I cannot wait. I'm blown away. I'm reaching out to everybody saying, this is happening in Zion, right? I mean, it's a big deal, so kudos
She's
to.
64 now, so I hope she still has her voice.
Awesome. Any other citizens' comments?
For anybody that needs to know, there's food pantry this Saturday at ZB East, and food pass out starts at 10.
Awesome, thank you. Okay. Moving on to item 7, approval of the minutes of regular meeting held on March 17th, 2026 at 6 p.m. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Farson?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Stackhouse?
Abstain.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item 8, approve bills for payment. Trustee Fisher.
Yes, I had a conversation with Supervisor Neal and our business manager, Sandra Usher, and our assessor, Davis. I had asked for approval, payment on total bills of $154,545.95. Second.
Is there a second? Second by Trustee McDowell. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Farson?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Stackhouse?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item 9, consider approval of the 2026-2027 Zion Township budget from May 1st, 2026 through April 30, 2027. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? I'd just like to say, thank you to the trustees that came in or called and asked some questions, and it really helped us to refine and kind of have a better plan moving forward with some things. So thank you very, very much for the input that we have. And that is there, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Patterson?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Stackhouse?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item 10, True Conglomerate Zion Together Partnership Discussion. So I've been working with Denise Cooper from True Conglomerate for quite a while. They're doing work with us for the Zinnia and Monarch Festival. And it was actually last year when she put together an agreement for us. And as I read the agreement, I was like, wait. This isn't a Zion Township agreement, because it was like all kinds of videos and all kinds of stuff. And so I took it to the leaders meeting, right, of all the different taxing bodies, and we had discussed quite a while ago everybody pooling some money together to hiring somebody to help us tell the stories in our community. And then it was after that the city decided to go with a company, and we were told to hang on, let's just see where that goes, and we would be brought into the fold at some point. But in the meantime, and I've shared this in a couple of the past board meetings, I started working with True Conglomerate as a Buzz initiative, Building Up Zion, and Stephen Angelos at the high school and Chris Pavelchek, and we put together this All Things Media program where True Conglomerate is going into the high school one day a week, and the kids that are in their media club, they're teaching them all the different pieces to it. And then this summer, the Job Center of Lake County is actually going to hire these kids to go around and capture video and storytelling. And so the reason I was so passionate about it is because we desperately need to start telling our own story. When we let other people tell our story, right, it becomes a different spin. And so so we pulled everybody together, and we had a meeting on Monday. And the high school, that's Denise Cooper calling right now, that's so fun. The high school put together just an agreement, and what we will do is we would put it exactly how we're doing the Zion Quarterly magazine, where everybody pitches in for their pages. Each taxing body would pitch in $5,000, and then we would each, over the course of the year, have the opportunity to have 6 specific videos that they produce for each taxing body. So if all 6 taxing bodies are a part of it, that's 36 videos and stories that we will have that are new, that we didn't have before, that we can capture. On top of it, we're looking to put all of these videos under Zion Together website, and then considering doing an actual Facebook page for Zion Together, posting the videos and flyers and different information that's going on in the community. So moving forward to kind of get everybody on the same page. Did I say that all right? So that said, I just wanted to, because it's part of the budget for marketing and it's $5,000, I don't think we need a vote, but I wanted to just keep everybody on the same page as we're moving forward in this direction, trying to really brand and work together collaboratively. So I do not know many or any other communities that all the taxing bodies are working to tell this story. So I'm really proud of the work that our community is doing with that. So are there any questions, comments?
Just a couple. So it sounds like they're going to be doing the videos themselves. I know the high school had either Carthage or Parkside, one of the colleges, come in and kind of look at the city overall. So
Yeah, actually the leaders group did. We had a whole class at Carthage come, and their number one recommendation was we need a marketing and promotions group to tell us how to capture story.
So I guess my question is there like a brand or marketing plan around it outside of just the videos themselves? Like, what is the branding or the marketing strategy? Has that been discussed or captured amongst the leaders group?
No, not amongst the leaders group, yeah. I would think that would probably, so the marketing group, everybody that's involved with Design Quarterly would probably be the team to do that. Right now, we're just ironing out how to get this piece done, and we're going to be, everybody's gonna be contributing like what they would like their videos to be around, and the timing for us to figure out like what are the 6 that we do in this quarter, and then actually using those videos with QR codes in moving forward. So the Zion Quarterly magazine will now be the Zion Together magazine, and then the QR codes will be used for people to be able to actually watch the videos that will be part of that. So it's actually like trying to engage people with a little bit more information, but nothing further than that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have ideas, suggestions, questions, because a lot of times the questions like can lead the conversation to help us do better, because somebody like me, it is not my background. So like having questions that can guide us to move us forward would be really helpful. Cool. Any other questions on that? And just so that you know, like I said, we're also hiring True Conglomerate to help us do all of the marketing strategy for the Zinnia Monarch Festival and some of the other things that we're doing. So we don't know yet, but we've got so much good that's happening in this community, and nobody knows the story behind it. So we're gonna work with them. Awesome. Okay, moving on to the assessor's report.
Good evening, good evening. Our primary focus right now is on field work and analyzing our neighborhoods for equalization and valuations. Essentially, you know, we're working on these things to turn our books in. Just wanted to give you guys kind of a up-to-date review of what we've been doing this year and last year. So in 2025, we completed a total of 891 permits, permit reviews for various things that our taxpayers have been getting done to their properties, whether it's something that is bringing value to the property or not. We get all of those permits from the building department so that we can know what's going on with the properties and then determine which things we have to put value on our properties for. And so they come periodically from the building department. Year to date, we have received and reviewed 139. I think it was down from last year, just by a few, maybe like 5 or something like that. It wasn't that too far off. Residential new construction. So in 2025, we actually added 30 homes from the Shepherd's Crossing subdivision on for full value, and 3 homes were built on Gilboa, and 1 was built on Lydia. And these are single-family homes. Year to date, we have added 7, or will be adding 7 more DH. I put DH Orton, but they're the same builder in Shepherd's Crossing. And then we have 3 other private builder homes that were built in Shepherd's Crossing as well. And 1 on Gilboa, because it was a total of 4 on Gilboa, the 1700 block. And then we had 1 youth build project that was on Elizabeth. So that was that will be a total of 12 new single-family residences that will be added on this year. Commercial new construction, we will be adding on Gray's Hospital. They completed construction and everything towards the end of the year. Not enough to add it on for last year, the end of the year, so we're just beginning it effective January 1st. And then we have other ongoing things that are being worked on, our project out in Trumpet Park and the new fire station. And in the community, as part of our outreach goal to educate the public on the assessment process, we were at the Senior Resource Fair at the Park District. We also completed 2 assessment workshops year to date. Actually, no. We completed 3. I'm sorry. We completed 1 last month, and then we've completed 2 this month. And 2 of them were strategically focusing on the Spanish-speaking community. I want to thank the Zion Township staff, Adriana and Grace, for graciously hosting and learning, first of all, what I do so they can be able to explain it to our residents and interpret that jargon and all of those things. in Spanish. And so we had a small turnout on both of them, but they were very successful because those people that were there, we were able to help a lot of them to be able to get their exemptions, that, you know, and learn about the process and learn about the things that they needed to do with some situations that they had. So overall, we reached and were able to help those people. We really are looking to get the information out there more, because we know it's a lot more people that may have the language barrier that just, you know, did not come out, were not informed. So we're still going to continue to push that information out. We've had them to reinterpret a lot of our flyers and information that we have posted, so that we can put them out in the community. And they've just been phenomenal. So I can't even thank them enough. And thank you, Sherry, for allowing me to borrow them for those two. Because I just saw that there was a gap where we had a lot of new homeowners that were from the, you know, Spanish community that did not even have a general homestead exemption. And that's just, you know, for owning the home as your primary residence. And, you know, I just want to make sure that they are able to get that, you know, that exemption, that tax relief, just like everyone else. And it's all about, you know, sharing the information and letting them be informed and understand, and then feel comfortable coming in and getting it completed. So even when those people that did not go to the workshop, there were some people that did still come in, and we're also able to call the township and have the staff to interpret for those that cannot, you know, communicate with us. So that's been a huge help as well, because we don't have anybody in our office here that actually is Spanish speaking. So.
And you can't have my team.
Yeah.
They'll help you.
Well, no, just kidding. Nope, that's fine. We'll take that. We'll
Yes.
take that all day long. Also, we had one workshop that was for everyone, and that was last Thursday, and that was like the best workshop that I've had to date. And I'm really I'm still on a high from that, you know, not a high, but excited high. Just to clarify. But we had a really good turnout. We had a lot of residents that had questions, that had no idea about the general homestead. You know, like I said, that's just the basic exemption that you get when you purchase the home and it's your primary residence. But then also educating them on, you know, a lot of the other exemptions that you have available, as well as just understanding how to read their bill, how we determine the values, what we do and what we do not do. And just letting them know that we're a resource. We're you know, and they can come to us when they have questions and things, and not have to go down to Lake County, or, you know, not feel like, you know, there's no reason to go and even try to have a conversation, because nothing is going to change, or, you know, you just never know until you at least come and try. So they feel a lot better. They felt, you know, empowered and equipped with a lot of good information. And so I'm looking to continue to do more of those. We had a representative. We had Logan. I can't think her last name, but she was from State Representative Joyce Mason's office, and she came and spoke on her behalf in her absence. So I wanted to say thank you to Logan again. She brought some swag, so everybody got to go away with some goodies. And it was really a success. So, you know, like I said, I'm just going to keep plugging away, trying to reach as many people as I can, because I know nowadays it's you know, enough that, you know, you're dealing with all the different variances of things that are going up, and and that type thing, but, you know, at least have an understanding of how and why and then what your options are, to be able to combat that if possible. And that's it, that's my report.
So do you know on the youth build project, is the family that's moving in still required to help with the project?
I have no idea
Okay.
about that
With-
whole process.
Oh, with Youth Build?
Yeah, youth build.
Yeah, the family that's moving in, they used to be required to help.
So that's with Habitat for Humanity. I think Youth Build is more of an education program. I don't know, I haven't
'Cause-
heard that they partner with a specific family, but they might.
They used to,
That would
they
be
used to, the
interesting.
family was required to help build.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
See, that I'm
Yeah.
not sure of, because I thought that the property was up for sale, because I know it was someone that called and inquired about it. So
Oh, it's
that's
up
why
for sale.
that's why I'm like, I'm
Okay.
not sure, you know, what way they're going with that.
Okay.
And,
So do you know the address on Elizabeth, what the address is?
I can give it to you, I don't know off the top of my
Okay,
head, but I can
all
give
right,
it to you, yeah.
thank you, okay.
You gonna buy it? No, I'm just kidding.
I think the only other thing related to the permit reviews,
Uh-huh.
some ideas for some future workshops, maybe we could partner together on that.
Okay.
But it came up when we were sitting down with, Rebuilding Together, about some people having reservations about improving their property, not sure how that's gonna impact their taxes, and,
Okay.
just kinda help educate people about what
Yeah.
to be scared of or not,
Yeah.
and how
Absolutely.
it's still a good idea to improve their property, and, yeah.
We were actually
And-
talking about doing a video. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, and funny you say that, because when I was talking to them about exemptions, one of the exemptions that is out there is the home improvement exemption. And it's based on those things that they get done that we put on for value. So if it falls into that category, you can go to the building department, you know, it's what I'm encouraging you to go to the building department, follow the rules, and get your permits, because that's how we find out. But they get an exemption for 4 years, and then the system automatically drops it off, and then that's when they start being, you know, it's added as value. So, you know, they put the money into it, you get a 4-year tax break, and then, you know, you're billed off of the entire thing after that. So it's a perk to that. And so explaining that, you know, helped a lot of people, you know, to understand, and then know, because a lot of people didn't know, they don't really know about that either. It is like a tier chart, and, you know, some other variances as far as like the dollar amount and things like that. But something is better than nothing is what I say. So yeah, I'd be glad to do that as well.
Anything else for the assessor?
Yeah. All right.
Moving on, thank you very much. Supervisor's report, you got the monthly report, and thank you, trustee Stackhouse. This is the first month that we're counting homeless calls, so we had 7 homeless calls and 2 walk-ins that were homeless, that we had to direct in some way. But definitely, it was up this month from the last couple of years by quite a bit. Last year, we had 557 calls, and this year we had 740 for this month, so it's definitely up.
How are we directing, homeless? Is it still just pads, or?
No, it depends totally on the situation, right? So we try and, sometimes we sit down with them, and just try and like figure out if they have any other alternatives and reach out to pads, or see if they have a case manager and go back and work with them, or sometimes there's no solution, because if you know, as we were explaining to trustee Stackhouse, there was a gal that had 5 children and she was homeless, but to put her in a hotel for a couple of days doesn't fix anything, and it just burns the money. They have to have like a plan, so trying to work with people on coming up with another plan. And a lot of times my case managers will spend an hour with them trying to work out different solutions and stuff, but because we don't like actually give them cash or put them in a room, they say Township wouldn't do anything for us. But we're trying to help people like alleviate the emergency on it, you know, so we'd much rather spend that money on a security deposit to help them be in a place than on a hotel for a couple of days to put them out, so. it's definitely a hard situation that I'm glad we're tracking those numbers, because as we work with the Lake County group that's moving forward on that, that'll help, so. Zion Quarterly Magazine, kudos to Sandra Usher, came out again, it's gorgeous, and moving forward with that. I love, we now have graphic partners doing the printing, and the quality is so much better than it even was, so I'm really proud of that. Same thing, Sandra Usher, Senior Resource Expo was a huge success. We had 65 vendors, we had over 200 seniors, just a huge event, with lots of ideas on how to keep improving it next year, so we just keep moving forward with that. Plans are underway for the 2026 summer work program, and so the deadline was April 15th for them to apply, so we're looking forward to having the crew for this coming year. We have zinnia seeds. The city, the park district, the library, and the township all have packets of zinnia seeds. We're hoping every resident will plant them in their front yard so that we can continue to become known as the zinnia capital. And we also ordered a few extra flats if somebody would like to purchase a flat for $25 when they come in, probably the third to the last week in May. So the next thing, talking about this Saturday, with the food pantry and the concert, we also have Rebuilding Together. And so there's 3 homes being worked on this year. And 2 of them, they have to postpone it and work on it another Saturday due to some conflicts. But City of Hope has adopted 1 home. And so a number of us will be over there working on that this Saturday. So let me know if you'd like to join us. And then, so that will be right when I come back. Thursday and Friday, we're taking a red hat trip to Noah's Ark in Kentucky. So keep us in your prayers that that goes smoothly. And so also earlier today, I met with IDOT to get permission for doing planting on Sheridan Road, having the planting of zinnias and perennials. Thank you to Rachel, who's a cheerleader for that piece. And we've got some wood art that we're working on that we also want to place there. So met with a couple of the gals, and they told me the process for sending them an email and applying for a permit in order to do all that. So they said that they would work with us on that. So we've got LIHEAP applications still going. We've got Big Brothers Big Sisters that's still pushing. And then Illinois Gyms and Garden Club is having their garden tour the last Saturday in June. They're doing something completely different. They always have like a huge raffle, but it goes from like 10 until 1, and nobody really gets to appreciate it. So they're going to have it going all day Wednesday and all day Thursday before the garden tour, so you can go and pick up the tour guide, put it on the raffle, and then on Saturday morning be able to just take off and go to the garden. So hoping that that will make that even better. And then we have staff evaluations this coming week, and then the office is going to be closed on April 29th for our staff retreat, and then on May 26th for Memorial Day. One last thing I wanted to share with you guys is this last week, with the focus on reviews in our staff retreat, I had this moment of clarity and pride, realizing that what the Zion Township team is pulling off is nothing short of remarkable, right? And we just want to take a few minutes and step back and give a clearer picture of the impact happening, because in the day-to-day, it's really easy to miss it. So starting with our assessor's office, right, Colette and her team, like beyond running an incredibly effective and efficient office, she's on the front lines locally at the county and state level, right, advocating for best practices and better outcomes for residents. Research, calls, conversations, letters, more research, more calls, that she doesn't have to do, right, but she chooses to do, because she cares deeply about getting it right for our residents. She created classes to educate and empower residents, and then taken it to a step further, training some of my staff to reach those who struggle with the English language. She also leads the Zion Benton Leadership Academy with over 100 adult alumni, as well as 19 youth graduates that just this past year. She's passionate about building the leadership in our city. I'm sure there's so much more that I'm missing, but just those alone with a team of 3. Really, really powerful. And then stepping into the supervisor's office, right? This week, I was honestly feeling overwhelmed by everything we have going on. Right? The weight of it is real. But I forced myself to pause and look
at the bigger picture. What I saw was impact, like real people, real lives being changed every single day. Right? At DHS meeting this last week, 3 separate agencies, unprompted, publicly shared how deeply grateful they are for the Zion Township team. Right? That kind of recognition you can't manufacture, right? You have to earn it. And yes, we support residents in crisis every day, which is what we're called to do, and our monthly report captures that picture, but it goes far beyond that. Right? Our team shows up on weekends, like representing at the Beach Park multicultural event and helping with the training. They're leading mental health initiatives, including art therapy, partnering with the Zion Benton Library, District 6 and 126, with our Finding Beauty in the Break Mosaic project. Now taking shape across our community with partners, residents, and grant support. We hosted the 24th Senior Expo, consistently called one of the best in Lake County, made possible through a strong partnership with the Park District. Our staff are leading at a high level, facilitating countywide caseworker meetings, working with DHS to improve systems, helping high school launch a foundation, serving in leadership with the Coalition of Wealthy Communities by serving as secretary, as well as co-leading the Wellness Task Force to expand mental health access. They're stepping into leadership spaces, giving keynotes, organizing back to school events, and building bridges across organizations. At the same time, we're reigniting rebuilding together, right, to support seniors, continuing to beautify our city, coloring Zion with zinnias and murals, right, supporting community-led efforts like Esther's Well and Building Up Zion, creating opportunities for connection through events like Unity in the Community, which is a Brother Willie Brooks project that was phenomenal last night and continues every Monday night from 5:30 until 6:30. Come out and learn to dance. Hosting a full-blown Zinnian Monarch Festival in Beast 2 that is changing the way people feel about Zion. We're expanding telling Zion's story through the Zion Quarterly in partnerships with our high schools, All Things Media, True Conglomerate, and the other taxing bodies. We're supporting everything from community gardens to the Red Hat Society to the Latino Elders Coffee to GA support groups. And even our Lake County Joy Summit is growing, determined to improve the way people feel about Zion, with 34 high-caliber speakers applications already submitted for the January 2027 events at our high school. This is what it looks like when a small team commits fully to a community, not because we have to, but because we choose to. And I want to be really clear, this doesn't happen without support. It doesn't happen without this board, right? Your support truly matters more than you may realize. Because of that support, we've been able to say yes to opportunities that strengthen systems, build partnerships, create access where it didn't exist before. And the truth is, without that support, many of these efforts would slow down or not happen at all. Each of you played an important role in that, whether it's through your votes, your questions, your conversations, or your willingness to think beyond the traditional scope. Thank you. This also includes our clerk, Cheryl Spooner. Your dedication to making sure everything's by the book and helping us to navigate what the book says. Capturing the conversations and deadlines, filing critical documents on time, serving as our FOIA officer with Sandra. It all makes such a big difference. And all that difference shows up in real ways for real people in our community. It doesn't happen without a community willing to engage, partner, and show up, like the people in this room. I know I've been criticized at times for stepping outside of what a township supervisor is supposed to do. I respect that, right? But when you love a community the way we do, and I truly believe that's true of everybody on this entire board and our team, you do everything you can within the law to make it better. So this week I took a step back, and what I saw was a glimpse of what everything we can really looks like, and I couldn't be more proud to be a part of it. I just wanted to take a minute to just like actually capture it and like thank my team, thank this team, thank like the residents. We're doing something really, really powerful in this community, and I'm so proud to be a part of it and grateful that like I got to keep coming back to where I could like witness the transformation. So with that, I'm done.
So where are you going on your retreat?
My retreat?
Where are
Oh,
you
the
going?
township
Yeah, the
retreat is on
township
April
retreat.
29th.
But where are you going?
Yes, we are just going to Kenosha.
Okay.
My team decided that they needed a day off to play together.
Okay.
So the afternoon, we're gonna be focusing on some strategy stuff, but in the morning, they're gonna
Celebrate our accomplishments.
Yes,
That's
yes.
good.
Just take a minute.
That's good, that's
So,
real good. You
I
do
reached out
need
to
do
the,
that.
to the employee advocate, who happens to be my daughter, and I was like, okay, listen to this, for the retreat, they wanna go play. And she was like, yeah, she was like, that's why they call it a retreat. I was like, no, I was like, what? She was like, if you want it to be a work, an off the hours work session, then call it that, but if it's a retreat, let them go and play, they work their tails off for this community. I rescind, I'm good, so.
That's good that you plan a retreat for them, that's
Yeah,
really
I
good.
don't plan a retreat for them. They plan a retreat and tell me what I'm doing.
Oh.
Yeah. Just because if I were planning it, I would have somebody in there, right, yeah, we'd be doing a book club, or, yeah, I'd be making them like do something, so.
Okay,
But
good.
yes, but they definitely deserve it, so thank
They
you.
do, they do deserve it,
So-
absolutely,
Is there anything else to come before the board?
yeah.
Nothing, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Ryerson?
Aye.